One night of betrayal gave me a lifetime of clarity. Sometimes love shows up in the most unexpected places, and sometimes revenge is just the beginning of something greater. Hi everyone! Today's story is from a reader. Hi guys! This is pretty spicy, so if you're under 18, please click off now. Okay? Seriously? If you're under 18, please leave. I never imagined my wedding day would end in betrayal. I had spent months planning every detail, the flowers, the music, the dress. I thought I was marrying the love of my life, Daniel. Instead, I was left standing in front of family and friends, humiliated. The ceremony was supposed to start at 3. By 4, whispers filled the church. By 5, my maid of honor pulled me aside with tears in her eyes. Daniel wasn't coming. I wanted to collapse. But I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I stood tall, staring at the faces around me, daring anyone to pity me. That's when I noticed her, Daniel's mother, Victoria. Victoria was nothing like her son. Where he was immature and careless, she was composed, elegant, and commanding. She approached me quietly, touched my arm, and whispered, "You don't deserve this. He's a fool." Her words broke something inside me. Suddenly, all those months of planning, the joy, the hope, the dreams, they were a distant memory. In their place, a surge of anger and betrayal. How could he do this? How could he just leave me at the altar? I asked, my voice shaking with suppressed emotion. Victoria's grip tightened on my arm. "Don't you dare waste your tears on him. He isn't worth it. Come with me." Without another word, she led me away from the church, away from the guests, away from the shattered remnants of my wedding day. She drove me to her house. The interior was just as imposing as the exterior, all dark wood and heavy drapes. It felt like a mausoleum rather than a home. "Sit down," she said, gesturing to a chair. She poured me a glass of wine, the same vintage we had at the reception, and watched me silently. The weight of the situation crashed down on me. What was she doing? Why had she come to rescue me? For a moment, I simply stared into the swirling red liquid in my glass, trying to make sense of it all. I had always liked Daniel's mother. She was sophisticated and graceful, a stark contrast to her son's awkward clumsiness. But this was beyond my comprehension. "I don't know what hurts more," I finally admitted, my voice cracking, losing him, or realizing he never loved me enough to show up. Victoria nodded slowly. "It's a terrible feeling. Believe me, I understand." She paused, then added quietly, "He's not the first man to do such a thing. He won't be the last." Her words hung in the air between us. I looked up, surprised by the sadness in her eyes. Gone was the cool, composed woman I had always known. In her place sat a heartbroken mother, or was it more than that? "I thought I was strong," I whispered, feeling foolish for my weakness, "but I can't stop crying." A flicker of amusement crossed Victoria's face. "Crying won't bring him back, darling. Crying won't make him love you. Crying won't solve anything." She got up and walked to me, her eyes boring into mine. "But you are right about one thing," she continued, her voice low and dangerous. "He doesn't deserve you. But don't you ever think this means you're not worthy of love?" The way she said it, so certain, so protective, sent shivers down my spine. In that moment, I felt seen, truly seen for the first time since Daniel's betrayal. The world had shifted on its axis. Nothing was the same, and somehow I knew our paths had become intertwined in ways neither of us could have imagined. She was older, sophisticated, and everything her son could never be. Then suddenly, without warning, she leaned closer. There was a heat in her eyes I had never noticed before. "You know," she whispered, "if you really want revenge, there are better ways than tears." I knew what she meant. My heart pounded. Was this wrong? Probably. But in that moment, I didn't care. I wanted to reclaim my power. I wanted to feel wanted. And most of all, I wanted Daniel to regret everything. So I kissed her. At first, it was hesitant, like testing forbidden waters. But when she kissed me back, it ignited something wild inside both of us. Suddenly, I was no longer the innocent bride left at the altar. I was a woman scorned, a woman with a mission. I took the kiss as a sign that I should go after what I wanted, that I shouldn't settle for less. And what I wanted was Victoria, all of Victoria, all the humiliation, all the rage, transformed into passion. We spent the night together, tangled in sheets, proving to ourselves that his betrayal didn't define us. We made love fiercely, desperately, as if trying to erase the pain of the previous hours. By morning, I thought I would feel guilt. Instead, 愛フェルト Hoodie. I watched her make coffee in her silk robe, and I realized it wasn't just revenge that drove me. It was desire. It was the promise of a new beginning. I found myself drawn back to Victoria again and again. It wasn't about Daniel anymore. It was about us. She was bold, fearless, and knew how to make me laugh when I thought I'd never smile again. We explored the city, staying in luxurious hotels, eating at exclusive restaurants. For the first time in my life, I felt truly pampered, cherished. The age gap, the societal norms, none of it mattered. What mattered was the connection I felt with her, the passion that burned between us. I was falling in love with her strength, her resilience, her kindness. She showed me that a woman could be powerful and vulnerable at the same time. She taught me how to embrace my desires, to pursue my dreams, to be unapologetically myself. When Daniel finally reached out, begging for forgiveness, I didn't even consider it. I had already moved on. I told him, "You left me at the altar. You chose to walk away. Now you want to beg for a second chance. It's too late. I'm done." He tried to guilt trip me, to manipulate me, but I was unmoved. "You think I'm being selfish?" I retorted, my voice shaking with suppressed emotion. "But you are the selfish one. You never thought about how your actions would affect me. You just did what you wanted without considering my feelings." "Well, I'm not going to be your doormat anymore. I'm not going to let you treat me like a second-class citizen. You abandoned me at the altar, but I found my strength in the arms of your mother." The look on his face, the shock, the disbelief. It was the sweetest revenge of all. He didn't deserve my love, my trust, my loyalty, and I was done wasting my time on him. The world might whisper, people might judge, but I don't care. Because for the first time, I wasn't living for appearances. I was living for myself. The irony wasn't lost on me. My groom left me at the altar, but I ended up finding comfort and something dangerously close to love with his mother.